Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out a simple nickel, and discovering it could be worth thousands, or even millions of dollars. Sounds unbelievable, right? But the 1990 Jefferson nickel, the humble 5-cent coin that most people completely overlook, has some shocking surprises hiding in plain sight. What if I told you that certain rare 1990 nickels have sold for life-changing amounts of money? Today, we're going to dive deep into the history, secrets, and jaw-dropping values of this fascinating coin. So before you spend that ordinary-looking nickel, let's find out if you might actually be holding a fortune. The Jefferson nickel has been around since 1938, when it replaced the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel honored America's third president, Thomas Jefferson, and his home, Monticello, which is displayed on the reverse. While millions of these coins were minted every year, some years hide extremely valuable treasures, and 1990 happens to be one of those years. At first glance, a 1990 Jefferson nickel might look just like any other coin you've used to buy a candy bar, a soda, or some gum, but collectors know the truth. Condition, errors, and mint marks can transform a nickel worth just 5 cents into one that collectors will pay thousands, or even millions, for. Let's first talk about the minting process. In 1990, Jefferson nickels were struck at two main mints, Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia coins carry no mint mark, while Denver nickels proudly show the D mint mark. Both mints produced hundreds of millions of nickels that year, which makes you wonder, with so many coins, how could one possibly be worth so much? The answer lies in the small details, the imperfections, the rare strikes, and the flawless conditions that survived decades without wear. Collectors prize coins graded in mint state condition, especially those certified by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC. For example, a 1990 Jefferson nickel graded MS67 or higher can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. But the real treasures are the error coins, the accidental misprints and unique variations that slipped past the mint's strict inspections. These error nickels are like winning lottery tickets, because no two are exactly the same, and some are so rare that they fetch astronomical prices. Imagine finding a double-die 1990 Jefferson nickel, where the date or lettering looks slightly doubled because of a die shift during minting. These coins can bring in thousands of dollars depending on the sharpness of the doubling. Then there are off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the coin was not aligned properly during striking. The more dramatic the off-center error, the more valuable the coin becomes. Some off-center 1990 Jefferson nickels have sold for big money, simply because collectors love these oddities. Another highly prized error is the clipped planchet, where a portion of the coin's edge is missing because of a mistake in cutting the blank metal discs. These clipped coins often bring strong premiums, especially if the clip is large and dramatic. Then there are full-step nickels, coins where the steps of Monticello on the reverse are fully struck and visible without wear. Full-step Jefferson nickels are incredibly desirable to collectors, and in 1990, finding a perfect full-step example in high grade is like finding a needle in a haystack. Some full-step nickels from 1990 have reached thousands of dollars at auctions, and the rarest could easily push values into the tens of thousands. But what about those jaw-dropping million-dollar claims? Believe it or not, history has shown that coins thought to be common can suddenly explode in value when collectors discover rare varieties. For example, a seemingly ordinary nickel that turned out to have a unique die variety shocked the numismatic world and sold for an amount no one expected. If a 1990 Jefferson nickel were discovered with a major new error or variety, such as an unlisted double die, a dramatic off-metal strike, or an experimental composition, it could absolutely fetch millions from eager collectors and wealthy investors chasing numismatic history. It's not just about the rarity, it's also about the story. Imagine telling your friends that the nickel you found in your car's cup holder just paid off your mortgage, bought you a luxury car, or even set you up for life. That's the magic of coin collecting. The 1990 Jefferson nickel might look ordinary, but its hidden value lies in its potential. Every year, coin collectors submit thousands of coins for grading, hoping to find that perfect, high-grade example. And when they do, the prices soar. Take auctions, for example. A standard nickel might sell for face value in circulation, but a flawless MS67 full-step 1990 nickel could bring in over $5,000. Add in a dramatic error, and suddenly that same coin could skyrocket to $10,000, $50,000, or even $100,000. Multiply rarity by demand, and you start to see how collectors could drive prices into the millions for the right coin. Some collectors specialize in Jefferson nickels, and they are willing to pay almost anything to complete their sets with the rarest pieces. Think about it. How many 1990 nickels are still out there in circulation, tossed in drawers, jars, and piggy banks? Most people never check their change, and that's exactly why treasures are waiting to be discovered. Maybe in your wallet right now is a nickel with a double date, a clipped edge, or the elusive full steps. The difference between an ordinary 5-cent coin and one worth a fortune could be just a few tiny details under magnification.